One last short tutorial and our deer will be ready. Now let's go to the shading tab to set up our scene for rendering. Let's select the cycle parameter in the render engine. And choose the GPU device if you have a powerful video card. If you have a more powerful processor, let's choose CPU. Next, we need to go to the World Properties tab, and here increase the color to make the scene more light. Then we need to add a light source. Let's add a simple point light source. Move it up and to the right. Place it above the character. It is desirable to place the light source always above the character. And do the classic render with lighting in 3/4, then you create a volume in the character and it does not look flat. Go into lighting settings, set power to 25 for now. Then let's set the material for the character. To do this, we will select the object, go to the tab Materials, create a new material and name it Skin. Let's choose a matching color for us. Like this. In order to assign this same material to other objects, select the object we want. The last one, select the object on which the material has already been assigned. Then press Ctrl L and click Link Materials. I forgot to select the hands. Now we have linked materials to other objects. Then I change this material, it will change everywhere. Next, here we can set up specular in the material. This is how much reflective and shiny the character will be. You can set the roughness. This is the strength of shine or matte. I prefer to make more matte characters so they look softer. Now we duplicate this material on another object. We select the desired object and the object with the material. Let's press also Ctrl L Link Material. Now we select this object, but when we want to change its color, it will change everywhere at once. To change color of just this single object, we click on this button, which shows how many objects are selected now. Then it will reset these objects and this material. Then the material will stay only on that object. Now we can separately change the color of the material to the color we want. I think this color will be fine. Now let's select objects with the same material, where we can copy this color and select the desired material last. To link material, I want to make it even more yellow, like this. Now let's paint the legs, arms, tail, eyes, cheeks and mouth. We do the link and repeat the same steps for the rest of the body parts. We can also adjust the color of the lighting, make it a warmer shade. And we can also adjust the intensity of the general lighting. This also affects the shadows. Now I will turn off the background and demonstrate to you how this works. I will twist the color slider and see how the character becomes brighter or darker, and his shadows become more intense as well. I prefer to make the scene brighter. You can also choose a color here. This will also affect the color of the shadows. Let's make it like this. We can make the light brighter by raising the intensity of the light to 50. We can also increase the size of the light if we want softer shadows or decrease it if we want harder shadows. Let's add now the floor and the wall. To do this, we create a cube and raise it to the floor level. Let's reset its position and make it bigger, approximately to this size. Then let's go into editing mode. Remove these walls and keep only the back wall and the bottom wall. Select this edge, press Ctrl P to stretch and round it. Create a fast render scene. We can also assign shade smooth to avoid artifacts. We get the floor and shadow right away. Also, we can assign a material to it and edit the background here, the strength of the reflection, shine if you want to add more shine. I prefer to do a neutral matte background. This is the color I like. Next, I want to add a light source behind the character. Duplicated this light source for this purpose and will place it behind him. I can move it closer to the wall or move it further away. This creates a kind of halo around the character, which will highlight his figure and look interesting in the rendering. You can change the color. The next thing we need to do is add a camera. Press Shift and add a camera. It appears in the center of the coordinates. Move it in front of the character, raise it higher, and you can also lower it a bit. To go to the camera view, press the 0 also. I also recommend adjusting the lens as a camera by going to the field of view tab and selecting a value of 25 here. Then in the View tab we click the Similar to View checkbox. Now we can move the camera, move away and zoom in and out and adjust it the way we want it. I'm going to put the camera down, zoom out a little bit. I think I'll increase the light intensity to 100. Go to the tab Render Sampling. In the tab Render, select the value of samples 256. And check the box denoise. This will accelerate our render and increase the quality of the final image. Next, go to the tab Auto Properties. Here we can select the resolution of the character. Now the standard is 1920 by 1080. In principle this will be enough. Before rendering, I have changed the resolution to a vertical format. Before we start rendering, let's prepare the character. Select an object such as the head and we have here a modifier subdivision. For rendering, we need to increase the number of subdivision to 4. Increase the number of subdivision for all other objects in the same way. After that we press F12 and the renderer starts. Render is ready, we can zoom in to see if we like the result. I think it looks fine. Now I show you how to save the renderer. Press Image Save As and choose a name. We write the Dear Renderer. Choose a format in which you want to save. For example, I usually save in PNG or JPEG format. Here you choose settings as they are and click Save. All our renderer is ready. Thank you all for watching this video. Write your feedback and ask questions in the comments. I will try to answer all. Post the result in social networks and mark me. All the links will be in the description below the clip. The coolest works will be reposted on my Instagram. Bye.